All right. Welcome back to Fairhead.
Afternoon.
Evening. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Not too bad.
Yeah. Get myself sorted out.
Sorry?
Just need to get myself sorted out.
All right.
How's your day?
Not too bad. Didn't do a whole lot. I had to go into work for a little bit. We did a little project at work there this morning, so and then we finished that off, 3 or 4 of us. We're changing out a paint chip rack.
A what rack? Paint?
Paint chip. You know, when you go in to pick out your paint, all the colors of paint that are on the...
Oh, right, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Do you have all those mixing machines then?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
the paint servers and...
We have 2 automatic tinters, automatic dispensers. Color match, you can scan a piece as small as a dime and get the color.
Got to be quite a nifty bit of kit.
It is. Last one we bought was pre-COVID. I wouldn't want to price it now, but the last one we bought was pre-COVID, was $20-some thousand.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You got to shift some paint to cover that cost. Then.
Paint's one of almost our top or second top department in the store.
Yeah, okay. Did what I put on the note make any sense for the latest update?
On the email?
Yeah.
I saw the email come in, but I didn't read the body of it. I just saw on my phone that it come in. Edit relight, alfalfa, clover, millet, rice, bella. Create a different starting farms and loading screen. You can scroll through. Okay. So you can start whatever farm you want to.
Yeah. At the moment, you still spawn at Benson's Contractors.
Yeah.
But I've got a script that's been written that should, when I set it up, hopefully allow when you choose the farm, they'll also run this little script that will move the career point.
And changes to starting equipment at that time, or?
Yeah, I definitely can do that. I just haven't had time to do it yet.
Interesting.
We all got a little issue with some names in the calendar and the shop screen. I will suss it out, but at the moment it's a bit irritating.
All takes time.
Oh, I've also got some additional ground textures into the map.
Okay.
So the farmyard concrete looks a lot darker, less brand shiny new.
That K7S looked real nice to me in the sale, but it only goes up to 210 horsepower.
I haven't looked at the sale yet.
I was there at the end of last week, and I was chatting with Johnny through the week on it, but like, I'd like to get something, if I get something a little bigger than what we have for a small tractor now, but
Yeah. Shouldn't be too bad. 210 should be okay for most small tractor job, even with the hills.
Yeah.
Oh, something else I forgot to mention. You can now feed the cows beet and potato.
Okay. So just like bulk tip out of a trailer, or have to be through a mixer, or
Out of a trailer. It's only maximum 7% of the food. Well, I'm trying to get it so that mixer wagons will automatically accept potatoes and sugar beets, but at the moment it's not playing the game.
okay.
But you can straight into the troughs. Oh, and the animal dealer's done.
Okay. And is that behind the logs and the export yard? Or where's the animal dealer
No,
at?
if you go straight west from the Pidnall farm.
Yep.
If you go out Pidnall farm, go straight across the road, follow that road, you'll end up at the animal dealer.
Okay.
There's something else. Black Sheep Modding have declined permission to put their stuff in directly in the map.
Okay.
So there's a dependency for the straw bale shed at the moment.
Yeah, so you'll have to, it'll be a downloadable, extra download to have it in.
Correct, yeah. I did think about taking it out of them, but it's just perfect for the area, so
Fits the part.
yeah. But I may have to rethink the cow barns.
They're Black Sheep modding?
No, but I can't get hold of the people that made them, so it might cause an issue.
Yeah.
I don't want to release the map and then they turn around a couple of weeks later and go, oh no.
Yeah.
Take the map down and redo it. Everybody's late today.
Well, I know Scrump I think he had stuff to do or something going on. He said he'd be along, but he'd be a little bit later when we were playing last night on Comlands. And then just depends when Johnny wakes up, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't think Doc was going to be here this week, was he?
I can't remember if he said anything or not. But if he was, he would have been here by now, I think.
Yeah. Something makes me think he had to go somewhere, do something.
How far away is that FarmCom thing in terms of time?
FarmCom is July 6th, 7th, or 7th, 8th, something like that, I think.
Oh, okay. Sneaky suspicion they might be announcing something.
Yeah, they usually do something around then, although I would have thought somebody said June 25th, because if they're announcing FS25, they usually try to pick that date. Like when they've announced FS22, it was November 22nd. But
yeah.
that's just a... because it probably lined up for them or not, I don't know. I was talking with Johnny last night when we were on the stream in Comlands. I said, like, I have empathy for you and Rummy, like you're making a map, but it's coming on the tail end. You're hoping everything can convert over. I suppose once you're done, when 25 comes out, that you can make it parlay into 25 fairly easily.
Well, we can always live in hope. They've never made it particularly easy. I remember trying to convert smoke down to 17, and it was just I couldn't do it. If they just continue building on the framework they've got at the moment, then converting a map shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, and what they got at the moment's not too bad, I don't think. Cause I mean, I'm not a modder, but I don't think you can say it's really broken. So let's try hard to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty they could do, and there's plenty they could do in the editor. You know, I'm using a third-party script to do things like fields and paint foliage and stuff like that. So, in my mind, it's a no-brainer. You would incorporate those scripts into the main engine of the editor.
Mm-hmm.
But we know they don't really think along the lines of everybody else. If they make more changes to the textures, then that could cause a lot of problems.
Yeah. Well, you mean how they do the texture, like how it gets placed, or how it interacts with everything, or just the actual texture? They went from this gravel to that gravel or something.
It's the mechanics of how they improve the graphics
Yeah.
that causes problems. I mean, worst case scenario for the map is we have to redo it. We can reuse the roads, or we should be able to. We'll be able to reuse the height map, the DEM.
Yeah.
And as long as whatever updates they do don't break the editor scripts I use, then it shouldn't take that long. I mean, this particular version I only started in April.
Yeah.
So to get to where it is at the moment, I'm quite pleased. In fact, it took from December through to April to get my head around how to do it. We'll just gloss over that.
Couple little grass contract to pass the time. We're waiting for the others.
Fair enough. So many contracts out at the moment?
Oh yeah, there's lots.
Ah, look, speak of the devil.
Good evening. How are you?
Hello, Scrump. Yeah,
Scrump.
not bad. Yourself?
Something's wrong with my sound. I'll be right back. Can't
Okay,
hear
bud.
you.
Yeah, the contract was right behind our farm, just a small field, 5 grand, but with silage you pick up a little extra bale cash anyway, so.
True.
All right, I'm back.
You sound better there.
I can hear you now. Makes
Yeah.
a lot.
Another busy day?
Yes. Just got back from work 5 minutes ago. It was a good day, though. Not too stressful.
We finished Calm Lambs right at regular time last night. We didn't run her late.
Nice.
So you
Got
have...
everything done?
Oh, I still had lots to do.
Yeah, me too.
Jumping from tractor to tractor to tractor, keeping all the hired workers going. I spent a fortune on hired hands last night, but got my oat field finished to harvest. Got the straw left to pick up in it. Got my chaff done in one field and half done in the second field. So now I'm just waiting on my barley for my pig food.
Yeah, I ran in a bit of barley to get the pig food started. And I delivered a little bit of pig food to the barn. So they have enough to reach the next day. I'll continue on.
No, I'm good.
Tuesday.
I'm good that way. I bought some barley, probably 30,000. I put a silo down. One of the
I couldn't find barley to buy on the map.
No, it's the silo. Now,
Okay.
placeable silo. You know the ones Johnny likes for the lime and the fertilizer?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
There's one that's got bulk food or bulk buy or whatever.
Yeah, I bought pig feed right away, but that was expensive.
Very expensive. I did that once.
cost me 45,000 for 10,000
Yeah.
liters of feed. But I had to, because else they would run out.
But in good shape. Like I said, I just fell one tree to get enough of my sawmill for Tuesday night till I get back in.
Alright, I'm loading in. I will be right back. Go
Okay.
get me a plate of food warm.
Yeah, this competition map has become a lot of work.
Yeah, it's that. We've got multiple hired workers on there. Think of the money.
Grump's probably in the best shape of all of us. He's got the land. He's pretty well done buying. He's got his pigs and cows underway as well. Both do, but he's good. But his loan, he's got his loan down to 300,000. I'm still at 800 and something.
Right. What's your loan size on this one?
How much do we have for a loan right now? Nothing.
Oof, I'm jealous.
You?
250,000.
No, I took out one loan of $50,000 at one point just to once we get going to get some capital back in the funds type thing, because we had bought all our equipment. I think what I wanted to do, I was wanting to get another field or something, so I just needed a little bit extra to get there, and then I paid it back after we.
I'm still in the investment stage.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm going to talk to Johnny here today, but the problem's going to be for doing pigs and growing our own crops for that. We're literally a whole year away before we even have barley, so if we want to do pigs, I don't know if we want to start something and try to supplement them, like I was just saying with scrump that I did in our farm, like buy some barley, or buying pig food's expensive, but you might be able to do inexpensive pig food to get them from piglets up to a certain size, and then by next year have the herd there, and just matter of getting the pig food to get the 100% healthy.
I'm sure there'll be a graph somewhere. For the time to sell pigs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, bud.
Come back.
You both had a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad.
Haven't
Got
done
stuff done.
a whole lot, but went to my
Nice.
mother-in-law's and pulled some trim off a window. I had to get a measurement to get an insert. So pulled the inside trim off so I could see exactly what the old window was framed out to get the insert ordered.
Yeah. You had a good week as well, Wonko?
Mixed.
Mixed. All right.
Yes. We had the window and door guys come in again,
Yes.
and they've just... I've got a lot of issues to put right, shall we say.
Yeah, so. Always difficult when you have to trust in others. It's not in your own hands.
Yeah, it's yeah, they, even by window company standards, they've been poor.
All right. What do they do for you then, Wonko? They place the windows, get them into place, or do they just only deliver them and you put them in?
No, they're installing. They're bespoke aluminium, ultra slim frame things. Very expensive.
Yes.
Customer sorted out himself.
We call them storm windows here. They're not near as popular as they used to be. They used to be all the fad, the rage.
I was just wondering because we do windows as well at work, and frames, and both aluminium and plastic, or however you call that.
Vinyl.
Vinyl, then, yeah. But we just order the product and mount them ourselves. Because it's a bit like you say, the window companies that just don't do anything else than windows are not really workable people. So we rather just do it ourselves straight away.
They completely forgot the front door.
Oh, that's wonderful.
There's a what is it, about a 4 meter wide sliding door. I struggle to open it. It's that heavy. Both panes of glass either side are broken. They damaged another door. Oh, actually no, there's two other damaged doors. One of the kitchen windows has got internal blinds between the glass, two panes of glass.
Yes.
One of those is broken.
Wonderful. That's an expensive fix.
Yeah.
I mean, a window can break. I mean, it happens every now and then.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah, shouldn't be that many.
That's only half the problems. There's a whole load of other stuff.
And you're probably the one that's going to fix it because they won't?
It shouldn't be down to us because we've literally got nothing to do with them. But yeah, there's a possibility we may have to do some work to get over one of the problems they've caused.
Yeah. So you didn't hire them in. The owners of the place did it itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Oh, that's good for you then.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to struggle on that.
It's not a subcontract then.
Yeah. Only problem is, like I said, one of the problems they've put the house is partly going to be rendered and partly going to be clad in Siberian larch. And where it's being clad, the windows sit further forward, so that they sit into the cladding. Now, either the client didn't tell them, or they didn't bother checking the plans. But either way, they've put the windows in the wrong place.
Oh, wonderful. So, but apart from that, it went all right this week?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
I'll remember to take some pictures next week.
Oh, good. So your own work is back on schedule after the delayed deal?
Yeah, we've managed to catch up to a certain extent, yeah. Our sport's starting to go up.
Oh, that's always good. You still working with a full crew on that job then, Wonko, or you're dividing at the moment?
We had an extra guy in, which is one of the reasons we've managed to catch up a bit.
Okay, yeah.
But it's back just to the three of us from this week on.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but if you want to bring time up now, I don't think it's going to hurt me any.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually ready. I don't want to start cutting my field because I'm going into the next day. I'd rather get into the next month before I start cutting my big field there.
I'm okay with speeding up, but I would like to finish plowing before we sleep.
Yep. I just figured it's only 4:40, so
Yeah, it won't. I'm okay with a bit of speeding up.
3 times.
Good for me.
yep.
How's the weather been over there, Wonka?
Not too bad. Cool. Time of year, anyway.
Not too rainy?
A little bit, but nothing too serious.
Yeah.
You had much good weather?
Well, we had very, very decent weather. We had rain, we had sun, but average 20 degrees, so it's all good.
Yeah, I don't like it too hot. 20 degrees is about right for me.
Yeah. We had that
Yeah,
here
me
this
too.
week. It was nice. You could wear a t-shirt outside, but you were working or cutting grass or something, you weren't sweating your arse off doing it.
Yeah.
I call it productive weather.
Yeah. Good way of describing it.
Because it did rain, but it didn't rain for days or hours, so just some, yeah, a bit.
Geez, Scrump, you got a lot of employees.
Do I?
Well, either that, you drive a lot of cars.
Oh, I'm only driving one.
No, I pulled into your yard here, and there's like 7 cars in the side parking lot.
Ah, yeah, that's true. There's a couple of them. I see you driving.
Give me some contractor status there, buddy.
Oh well. You got it?
Yep. Got to plant grass in this before the trees grow in.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. Depends on if they grow, yes or no. Going to next month. I don't think they will grow yet.
You should be good for next month to plant.
Yeah, it should be good. So that was my idea. Get grass in, because with all those bushes, you can't really see what you're doing and where the wood's laying on the floor when you're cutting it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll better plow it and make it a grass field.
But you can cut it too. If you went to that little strip baler and Johnny and I use, you'd be able to.
Yeah, that's true.
You could cut up between. That's what I was doing in Valley Springs here. I was joking my agroforestry. I had trees, but I was baling up in between them.
Cutting in between, yeah.
So I was making that field more profitable for you in the meantime when they're growing.
I'm only gonna use the northern part. I didn't put trees in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use that for a crop or just regular field. But I decided I wanted to just plow this and get it seeded so the bushes would be gone. I see I forgot to be able to pick up there.
I saw that coming up through. Mr. V must be having a good sleep for a change.
Yep.
Hey, must be.
Well, good for him.
Yep. He doesn't usually.
He woke up at 2:30 yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to sleep after 3. He had a rough night yesterday.
You keep coming, I'll pull out.
Okay. Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome.
Alright. If we want to get through the night, I'll be up for that.
Yeah, I'm good as well.
Okay.
Did you give me a heads up. Somebody going to the sleep trigger. I was driving, so.
Yeah,
don't know
I'm
if-
just walking across the farmyard. I'll help when I'm there.
Okay.
All right, good.
Okay.
Ready?
And go ahead.
Ooh, still dark.
Tis October.
It was darker than when
true.
we started sleeping.
Yeah.
Oops, I did it again. Drove too far, went to Duck's place again. Oh, that's not a good sign, Wonka.
Yeah, I managed to get quite stuck. Right, there's just two.
The driving on these roads is almost like a roller coaster ride with the GCB.
Yep. Big tractor in there if anybody has a spot that'll fit it.
Sorry, what did you say?
There's a big tractor in the sale if somebody has a spot that could fit it. I think it's too big for my farms.
It'd be
Oh,
too
the
big for mine
8S.
then.
Yeah. It's not very expensive though. Yeah, 200 to 300 horsepower. I already got a GCB, should do it as well.
Good day, sir.
My game just froze.
The game just froze?
Yep, I didn't move for a good 10 seconds.
I just had it when I arrived at the shop. Hey, you went into the shop as well. I had it at the same spot, Wonka. Lag spike.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez, this thing is big.
What'd you buy? Oh.
It wasn't a sale. I bought it last week. It wasn't a sale. Well, I think as long as I can make it across the roads, I'll be fine, because on the fields it will work.
Yes. You've got, like, that field of yours is big and...
This thing, when I bought it, it was a bargain, so I was like, I'll just give it a go. Just not completely sure this tractor will do it. It says it needs 300 horsepower, and this one's only 250. But it's probably just going to be a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But we'll still do it. And I'm okay with a little bit slower.
Where are you using for bales?
What am I using?
Yeah.
For bales, well, I'm using the fast baler, and I'm using the, let me see, bale loaders. There we go. I'm using the FarmTech. They pay away 1800.
Stack.
You're using that rolling trailer?
I've just sold it because I was getting eased off of being stuck.
Yeah.
You need something with an articular axle in the front.
Yeah. That's why I asked you to
FarmTech
put those
is doing okay.
small Metaltech trailers, because I couldn't get around the gates. I tested the different ones, and I just could not get them to come around all the gates.
This metal tech be set up for bales?
Yeah, it's only small though, but that's like, I think it holds 12 bales. But
That's fine, because I don't get much more than that off a field.
yeah, you don't have to worry about jumping around. You know which one it is?
Yeah, I think so. Red and green metal tech DBL.
Yes. Yep, that's it. Pretty cheap too.
Yeah, the Roland trailer is a very nice trailer, but it has the axles in the middle of the wagon, so that gives you a not very good turn in circle.
No, especially
No.
on this map.
Oh, did somebody else buy one, or did I just buy two?
I think you bought two then.
But they do daisy chain together if you put a hitch on the back of one of them. That's what I did. Mr. V is on his way in, I would say.
Oh, it's a big seeder, but it works.
There's a couple of spots you're probably going to have to seed from another direction. Just where because I noticed that in the plowing on that land, some of it's got dips and.
Yeah, it has. We will see. As long as it doesn't have to be a perfect piece of grass, but I just wanted to get rid of all the brushes.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay, bud.
Afternoon.
Yeah. Nearly.
Was it a good sleep?
Well, I wouldn't call it good, but yeah. First time I've slept past 4 a.m. for months. Jeez.
We figured you must have been, because when you weren't here,
Yeah. Must have been extra tired last night. Not even my body trying to kill me woke.
I'm a little concerned. I just passed Scrumph hiding in the bushes.
Ooh.
There's something he's not telling us.
Yeah, oh, well, maybe.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back,
Morning,
mate.
Johnny.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
Wonko's concerned.
About what?
You hiding in the bushes. He just drove
Me?
by you and you were hiding in the bushes.
Ah.
Was relieving himself.
Oh, is that what they called it now?
That can cover lots of things. Right, what are we doing?
Well, I'm just finishing baling one field.
Goody.
It's ours. I did a little contract last night on the where we slept for silage.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if you want to take over the baler and do there's a big field next door here, and I'll start collecting some, or
Right. Just our field. Jesus. Grass is well up.
so this one here,
Which
next
field?
right through this gate here is ready to go too.
All right. One over the road is too.
Yeah.
Up on the hill.
What about
All right.
15 next to
Thank
it? Is
you.
it too?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it is as well. So get a ton of bales off this one here. Fair side.
Maybe. Oh, God. Fuck. Not
Take it-
quite awake yet.
Take another run at it.
Yeah.
Oh, you sold your Unimog too, did you?
I did. Wasn't getting enough use to justify the cost.
That just obviously means you're not doing enough, mate.
Could be right.
To bring you into Comlands. You can work lots on there. Be one less hard worker scrumph than I'd have to pay.
Yes, I kind of get that impression.
I was only using like 4 hired workers at the same time, I think.
Yep.
I usually use only 2. But I'm behind you guys. Caught up now, I think, though.
I was using 1.5, is there? 200 GCBs, fast tracks, one on the Van Vario, and I was driving myself, so I was using 4 hired workers. And then myself driving one, so 5 vehicles at the same time going.
That seems greedy.
Else I won't get it done in a month.
So we got a new member joined us.
Yeah, is he gonna jump on and play?
He's got a what now?
Is he gonna jump on and play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's interested in all of it, even Comlands.
Cool.
He doesn't care that he's behind. He said, "Oh, I'd love to." So that's good. Yeah. Haven't played more than I have. Jeez. Only by 1,000 hours, so that's all right.
Yeah, only thousands, like it's nothing.
Nah, nothing. So. Okay. Shitty with it, see? See it. Oh. No. Why are you doing that, you great? Can I ask? Thank you. That second time. Ignore my madness.
We always do. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Son of a bitch. Ah, shit. You got this bale of whole nuts bales.
Yes, because I don't drop them just anywhere. I drop them where I want them to go.
Wow, good to know.
Yeah, you should pay attention when you're the driver.
I should. Bloody. Go to that. Drop the bale, you pain in the armpit. Oh, ding me. I don't know.
So we have 101 silage bales. We're
Bad
not.
mine.
We're not going to use that many. I might as well go sell some,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, might as well. Don't think we'll use that many today.
No.
It's
Maybe
already
tomorrow.
silage.
I have we from what we baled the last while.
Yeah, that already turned to silage.
Yep.
I have to check on mine then.
Uh, uh, the new guy's dyslexic. We may have to punch the information into him several times before he gets it. That's all.
Okay.
Seems like a nice guy. But, you know, he has trouble with certain instructions and things.
Who was about to join then, Johnny?
Sorry.
Who was about to join?
What's his name? Peter something. He's got a YouTube channel and he streams as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's all he said. And I said, that's fine. We don't mind. We'll tell you as often as till you get it.
Geez, you tell me stuff still, and I don't get it, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I get you, actually.
Just thinking Brummy would be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, that could probably won't shut up long enough for the information to go in.
That's true.
Uh-oh. Your trailer's gonna be stolen, Wonko.
Huh?
The trailer you just returned is gonna be stolen.
Oh, okay.
It's no longer for sale.
No.
Did someone thieve it? Bloody hell.
Yep. Someone it was a farm name, something with G and G farming, something like that.
No.
Won't be using it getting bales in and into the fields, but when you're hauling direct to the sell point, I think I can make it work.
Yeah.
Oh, we bought it.
We did.
Bloody hell, we're rolling in money now. Not.
Oh, I bought more stuff when you weren't here earlier.
No, goody.
Bought a milk trailer to haul our milk to our sell point. We
I
bought.
saw the
Yeah.
milk trailer.
Jamie was worried that you would invest in
Oh,
carrots equipment, so he said, I'll better invest it already before Johnny comes here.
This could be an epic failure, but $14,000 I've wasted more on less. Tried to pinch some seeds at the shop, Johnny, but wouldn't let me load them.
no, that's a bugger. Just hide them in the bushes. If it's going to be nasty like that, mate.
Whoa.
The map's still going good, Wonko? No problems?
Oh, there's always problems, but yeah. So we've got relighting,
Oh, you got relighting. Yep.
alfalfa, clover, rye, spelt, millet.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
There is a slight issue that the L10 names are not quite working properly on some of the crops and productions.
Oh.
And at the moment I've total loss as to why, but you know, we'll get there. What else have we done? Adjusted the food for the cows, horses and pigs. So you should now be able to feed them alfalfa and clover. Cows can have a small amount of root crops, beets, and potatoes.
Yep.
That's good.
Also changed so that you get 98% if you feed them just silage or just hay.
Okay. And you've made sure that the list goes from highest to lowest
Yes.
for each feed. Yep. No,
Yeah.
well, a lot of people make that mistake and just add whatever they want down the bottom, and it just won't work. It's got to be an order of highest to lowest production, or whatever it's called in there.
I have set it up so that when you start the game, you've got the choice of starting from 4 farms. That's on the loading
Okay.
screen, rather than going into the game and then getting some money and buying the farm.
Okay.
So, should be the vehicles, starting vehicles specific to each farm.
Yeah.
And I got a script I hope will work to move the career start point
Yeah.
to whichever whichever farm you choose.
Yeah.
Romy's finished the animal dealer.
Yeah, he was saying that when I was talking to him. He's got the animal running around there, which is good. I like that. You go to the animal dealer and you see actually 3 animals walking around.
Yeah.
I don't, and I will go in and edit the map. If there's those stupid stationary animals standing about, I will go into the editor and delete the friggin' lot. I hate that. I'd rather have none no station. And I just think to myself, well, the map makes it pretty bloody lazy just from that, when you can put animals in there. Yeah. Not a fan.
Another possible thing we might do is do shop opening and closing times.
Yeah, I like that. You know.
If I can figure out how to make it work.
That was on Court Farm as well, right?
Yeah. But can you open the gate if you are inside and it closes?
I doubt it.
Trying to think if there is. That's not sure you can do that. Maybe.
There's some maps that have had it that you can open the gate.
Yeah, from the inside. Yeah.
After hours.
Yeah, if you're there at, say it shuts at 5 in the afternoon, and you're in there at 4:55 trying to either sell something or pick something up that you've bought, I think the gut will let you out. On some maps, I'm pretty damn sure. And as soon as you drive through it, it triggers it to shutting. I'm not sure if it auto opens. If you're stuck inside after hours, if you walk up to it, it will auto open. Yeah, sure. But I like the idea of opening hours.
Well, it's realistic.
Yeah, and I think it should. Some maps go extra realistic and have the opening and closing hours different on different types of businesses.
Yeah,
a
bakery would be open.
Yeah. I mean, some places wouldn't even doesn't matter where you are in the world. Certain businesses shut before others, and certain businesses open earlier than others.
Yeah, for example, a baker would open at 6 in the morning, but the what's it called? well, normal regular shops would open at 9 in the morning, something like that.
Yeah. And I know most of our
We should go to America's economy then.
oh yeah. What,
That's
give it all to the
24/7, 7 days a week.
well, yeah, that's stupid. But anyway. That's because they have to give all their money to the government. But
I doubt it. That you make more money when you're open 24/7.
you doubt if you do.
You don't.
I doubt it.
No, you
I don't think you do, because over here, supermarkets, for example, they're open in between 8 in the morning and 6 in the evening.
Yep.
And everyone needs their groceries, so they will find a time of the day that they will go to the grocery store and get the groceries in. So they can be open longer, of course.
Yes.
And of course, someone may step in to grab a snack or whatsoever, which you normally wouldn't. But it would cost way more to keep it open.
It does.
Than it would generate on income.
Yeah, there's a fine line there, because we deal with that with the Sunday shopping. We don't open on Sundays except for Christmas. Everybody else around us is open on Sundays.
Yes.
And we give up a fair dollar in sales. We know we do, based on what we do on the Sundays of Christmas. But when you start to offset your wages, your time, and your happiness of your staff, it's worth it.
Yeah, over here, our supermarkets, for example, completely different business, mate, but they, even in a little country town like mine, I do mean little, it's a tiny country town, the supermarkets open at 7 in the morning and run until 10 o'clock at night. And I know for a fact that they run at a loss at night. And they're open, but it's just something, because they're a big corporation, part of Woolworths, the supermarket here.
Yep.
And that's their policy. They don't care if it runs at a loss, but it's got to be open. And you go down there at night, like I used to, I don't anymore, to pick up a carton of milk or something. It's a big supermarket, bigger than this town deserves. Huge. It's never ever made a profit at all. And when I used to go in there, and like I said, it's a huge supermarket. Absolutely, it's a giant. And you'd be lucky to see 5 people in there at night wandering around.
But it of course it depends on how big the city is, etc. But over here where I live, more countryside, they open 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening, and on Sunday only between 1 in the afternoon till 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And but of course in bigger cities like Amsterdam or Utrecht, they are open 24/7.
Yeah.
But it depends on location a bit.
Yeah, our supermarket's a ridiculous size for the population here. Like I've been lots of times down to Melbourne when I was younger, and they're similar Woolworths supermarkets are half the size. It's just bizarre. Why'd they make it that big, They just wanted to hog the mark. We have people from outlying areas come in there, to do their grocery shopping. But it still makes a lot. There's just not enough people in this area.
Yeah, but depending on the town, a bit like Jamie said, overhead costs, people coming in, joy of the employers, everything added up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have night staff
It
coming
might be
as well.
worth it, but
Yeah.
that really depends on what kind of storage center you have.
Yep. And the only day they're shut is Christmas Day. They run every other day. Bit nuts, I think.
Because I can imagine that for what you do, Jamie, hardware, there would be a bit of an extra market to open on a Sunday.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, here it is. Like, because I work all week, and I get home after the hardware store shuts. I can't get in, so I run down there Saturday or Sunday to pick some stuff up. Our hardware stores don't open on a Sunday; they're open on a Saturday.
No, they don't over here. Only if it's not at all on a Sunday. Hardware stores.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
No, ours don't either.
I make the little joke is we're open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, 8 to 5:30 on Saturday. If you can't strike it between those hours, you probably didn't need it.
Right.
You know, and don't get me
Yeah,
wrong,
that's right.
we're a small town. If there's somebody I know that their toilet broke down, I've gone in to get them fixed up. Like, yeah, no problem. Come on in, come back to see me on Monday, and we'll settle up the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the nice thing of a small town. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Small town. Where you live would be classed as a small city or a medium-sized city here. We have so many small towns of 5 or 10 people. That's what we call a small town. My town here, where I live, has got 3,500 population, and that's area population, not just that, not in the town. And we are called a large town.
Leave that parked right there, Downey. Should be okay.
I'm doing what now?
I'm just gonna leave that Valtra parked there. It should be okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. As long as you don't expect me to drive it. Jeez.
No, I'm just telling you so you don't hit it. But then again,
Oh, I am blind. Some bastard didn't shut the gate again. Jeez.
that's all right.
Trying to work here.
Some bastard closed the gate. I couldn't get in.
Uh-huh.
You got some proper farmhands there then.
That's bloody crazy. We've got 2 supermarkets. One's a small supermarket. It's the right size for the amount of people. But the Woolworths would get 10 of those supermarket side area. When they were building it, no one could believe how big it was.
Well, we're only a small town. Well, yes, we're a small town. But we still have 1, 2, 3 supermarkets. 3 different corporations.
You say small. What kind of population are you talking?
I'm talking 6,000 people.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's small. That's probably the average town over here. That's pretty normal. But as I said, there's 2 towns to the southeast from here. One town's got 5 people in it, and the other one's got, I think, about 3.
We would call that a hamlet.
Yeah, no, town. We've got only two terms. It's either a town or a city.
Same here.
We're 36,000 people here.
Yeah, so you're huge.
How
We
many
do
did you
have-
say, Jamie?
36,000.
Oh, that's quite a lot. Yeah.
So we've got it's called a city, but I laugh at it. But it is. It's got about 32 to 35,000 people in it, and that's classed as a small city. And that's about 30 minutes away.
Well, we have a lot of small villages near us, like 1, 2, 3, around 6 surrounding villages, and they're all in between 200 till the largest one is around 1,500 people.
Right.
So, and they do the groceries in our village as well, because they don't have a shop.
Yeah.
That's the
And
main
this is
reason
how
that we got
ridiculous
3
it is.
brands.
This is how ridiculous it is, how Woolworths operate. I have no idea how they're one of the biggest, well, because they rip everyone off. But up there in that city that's 25 minutes away, their Woolworths, roughly half the size, maybe 3/4 the size of ours. So 35,000 people get a smaller supermarket than 3,500. How does that work? Stupid.
Maybe more surrounding cities in the area.
There is small towns around it within 30 minutes drive, including us. You know.
But what about the cost of the land where they built the bigger one, or was it in a mall or?
The cost of the land. It's its own building. They built it from scratch, just like this one. They just bought the land. Here they bought a plot of land. There were over 15 houses on it with yards, you know, and our house plots are not small. They bought all those, plonked down the supermarket, you know, and car park.
That would never happen over here. We
Money
have already,
talks, mate.
yeah, I know, but we already have a shortage in living rooms, houses.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
So that's something where
over here they
safe on.
would not do that. They would just clear ground to build new,
Yeah.
but they would not. Well, they would sacrifice old houses, possibly, but then they would rebuild houses first before they build a shop on that spot.
Yeah, I don't think they did. Because I can't remember any new housing estates going up when they were building.
Yeah, we have a house shortage.
Oh, we got a house shortage over here too. Stupid. No need for that.
Market went just over the top. The house I built in 2014 is the one I live in now. It cost me around 220,000 euros to build it. Everything from start to finish, with the land, everything. At the moment, it's worth around 420,000 in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
That's almost double.
Yeah.
Neighbors of mine sold, which is quite a similar house, but it has less area, less big plot ground, and they sold it for 395,000.
Yeah.
So in 10 years' time, the value increased by 200,000.
Yeah.
And it's mainly because of the shortage.
Yeah. No shortage of land here to build on. But there is a shortage of
there is
houses.
over here.
Oh yeah, but I can understand why.
Be right back, guys.
Your total population is almost about the same as ours.
Yes. But our land is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Just a tiny. Yeah.
How's that over there then, by the way, Wonko, in Britain?
What do you mean?
With houses, plenty houses to suit the market?
Oh God, no! It's horrendous.
Alright, yeah, so same as
Nobody
over here.
can buy a house unless you're on really good money.
No, it's the same over here. The market's gone
Yeah,
that
but
fucking stupid.
I understand that, but is there still enough houses, or is there a shortage of houses?
No, because in the last 2 years we've had 2.4 million people move to this country.
Yeah. Well,
2.4 million.
that's a good
because
thing.
it's such
You're
a
no longer in
beautiful
the
place,
UN.
mate. Everyone wants to live there. It's so beautiful.
Well, who wouldn't? You get to live. You come here with nothing, no passport. You get given a phone. You get given money every 2 weeks, cash in your hand. You get a roof over your head.
Yep.
They turfed a load of people out of an old people's home in the town just up the road and stuffed it for the migrants.
I thought you guys left the EU so you would get less people in. But it sounds like you got a lot more.
Mate, don't. It's a very sore point now. We
Sounds
have,
like a lot of mismanagement going on.
or just political
Yeah,
bullshit.
it's political bullshit. I'm going to go to the loo, mate. I'll be back.
So it basically got worse over there.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. That's why this election is going to be so interesting.
Who do you think is going to win then? Any idea?
Fortunately, Labour will probably win,
Okay.
but the Conservatives are almost certainly finished as a political party. And they're one of the oldest political parties in the world. They have lied, betrayed, cheated, been totally incompetent.
Oh, you mean like our liberals? Okay.
Yeah, cut from the same cloth, I think. Promised us everything, delivered the opposite. Now Nigel Farage has stepped up as leader. It's starting to kick off.
Yeah, but Farage to me sounds like someone with a really, really big mouth, knows how to talk, but does not deliver.
He's not a politician though. This is what people forget. He's not a politician.
Yeah, okay.
And also, you're probably being fed a somewhat edited version of the truth by your media. It's just like we are. All our mainstream media.
I didn't get it from the media. It was just my based on when he went for the Brexit. He was the one that kind of wanted to Brexit, and in the end he stepped out of it, or didn't stand up.
Oh, he did. He's. Why are we getting feedback?
Good question.
And as we left his speakers next to his microphone, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were promised that the Tories would deliver Brexit. Therefore, Farage's job was done.
Yeah, okay. That's another way of looking at it. Yeah.
Plus, he wanted his life back, basically.
Yeah, but to me it kind of seemed like I want Brexit, and then when it finally was there, he kind of was like, okay, I done my job, I'll step away now.
Yeah, I mean, he had no ambition to be a politician as such. He just didn't want to stand by and let this country get destroyed. And he trusted somebody he shouldn't have done, i.e. Boris Johnson.
Yeah, Boris, yeah. Wow, wonderful Boris. He made quite a mess there. At least that's how it looks like for me.
Sorry, yeah, say that again, I couldn't hear her.
Boris left quite a mess there. At least that's the way the impression I got from him.
Yes, it's not quite as clear cut as that, but yeah, he's pretty much left a mess. But the real problem for the Conservatives is half the party is Labour Liberal leaning, but and half the party isn't.
Okay.
And the people that control the party are the left-leaning, centralist, globalist bunch.
Yeah. So,
And a lot of dirty politics went on there.
Yeah, right. But your first impression is that Labour might get the biggest one then?
Probably. But because Nigel Farage has stepped up and said, right, I've been convinced that I should stand.
Okay.
The polls are now changing, because before it was Labour winning, but not because people wanted to vote for him, it's just they didn't want to vote for the Conservatives.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have anybody else to vote for.
Yeah, so there was really no option then to vote for Labour.
Pretty much,
and
yeah.
now Farage stood up, it might be a bit of a twist in the game.
Yes, well, he appeals to both Labour voters and Conservative voters because it tends to be more common sense. You can't just have millions and millions of people keep coming into the country. We're a small country. A large portion of them don't contribute very much to the economy.
Yeah, I know that story.
We do need immigration, just not on the levels that we've got.
Yeah, well, the worst thing is, at least over here, there is a lot of immigrants from Syria, which are well educated, willing to work people. But because of the stupid rules, they first need to get educated in the language and get all settled up, and they're not allowed, therefore they're not allowed to work. But there's a lot of them that are absolutely know what they're doing. There's even doctors in there, because the people that left Syria were the people that had money, because the poor people couldn't leave there.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So there's quite a bit of high educated people that came over here, and they are willing and wanting to work. But the government says, nah, you first need to learn the language and do this and do that and everything. It takes up 3 to 5 years before they can get on to work.
Yes, but
and
I do kind of understand the language bit. I don't know about the rest of it, but definitely the language.
I do as well. On the other side, most of them speak good English because they are educated.
Johnny,
Yeah.
you may have
Thanks,
to turn
Tim.
your
Yes, it's
speakers
off.
down. Echoey.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And
I don't know.
Thank you.
they are very
That was
well
making my head
educated.
hurt.
And
You got to
they
say
speak
something.
fluent
I don't
English.
know.
Well, it just happened. It just happened when you left.
Oh,
And over here, the most Dutch people speak good English as well, so there's not really a language barrier there. And those
See,
people
that's-
from, I mean, there is a lot of hold up the hands people as well, of course. But the ones from Syria that are well educated and had the money to come over here, they are willing to work, but they are not. Yeah, the government doesn't let them, and I don't really.
see,
get
but that's the big difference. All these illegal immigrants coming in willy-nilly. See, back in my father's and mother's day, that wasn't a thing. It wasn't accepted. You couldn't do it. That's just the different thinking of the generation. Mum and Dad and my brother and sister had to learn English before they came at a I don't know, a pretty low level. But once they did that, then they were allowed to come over. And they
Yeah,
were
I get that.
housed in a community. They weren't given just normal housing. They were locked up in like a concentration. But they were allowed to go in and out whenever they wanted. But they were sort of bunkhouses where
Yeah, that's the
stayed
same for the
until-
ones that come out of Syria over here.
Yeah, till they found a place to work.
Oh my god, if you did that over here, the bloody liberals would have an absolute
Yeah,
meltdown.
that's what I mean. Just the attitude of them now. They're just
I-
dickhead.
Are they giving houses over there now, Wonko?
Yes.
Because over here
natural-
they just put them all in a big block of bunker houses, which are just
No,
stacked
they're-
containers, basically.
They give them our council houses over people who are born and bred here, which you can imagine doesn't go down very well. They're given houses over veterans. They are given houses over our OAPs. Like I said, they turfed a load of OAPs out of the old people's home here and scattered them around the county in different homes. So if you had any friendships that was tough shit, you go in, we're shutting it. Private company brought it. Private company's renting it to the government to house immigrants. Twice a week, a man turns up with a suitcase, gives them a load of money, fucks off for 2 weeks, comes back, rinse and repeat. Also, in the same town, they've put them in the travel lodge. It's
We still have the big
I haven't
camps
got the
over
words.
here, and they cause controversy worldwide because they're like they were when Mum and Dad moved over, but they're not houses. They're blocks of housing surrounded by barbed wire fence and guards. And the one that's very controversial, middle of the desert. So there's no escaping until you're. This is for illegal immigrants, not for ones that come over legally. Forward. And that causes a bit of a stir every now and again.
Well, it makes perfect
Prisoners
sense.
rioting because they want to get out. Well, hang on a minute. They are fed good meals, they're clothed. Well, they're fed better than I am, clothed, and they're given every amenity in there. There's, well, they call it, like there's leisure centres in there, there's, basketball courts, football field, it's all caged off in complex. It is more like a concentration than it used to be. But they just can't go whenever they want, you know. They have to
Which
be
is
they have to
exactly
wait till
how
they
it
get a
should
house.
be.
Yeah,
Do
they have
something
to wait
illegal.
till they get a job, and then they'll be given a house, which is wrong, and given a car, and then they're released to go, you know, work where they've got work. But that's disgusting. Like, I can't afford rent, but fuck you. This guy's, you know, entered here illegally, fled for his life, yeah, and he's in better living conditions now, rather, you know, and that's before you would give him a house, give him a car, find a job for him. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
you should do?
a bit
Jump
the
in
other
a
way
boat.
around.
Throw your passport over the side, come back in. Say you've just come from, I don't know, wherever.
Yeah, well, that's a big joke here. Old age pensioners should hire a rowboat, go off the coast far enough, and then try to row back in. They'll be taken in and held as illegal immigrants, you know. That's a big joke here.
Now, over here, they do help the ones that are after those 5 years. They are established and do get a permit to stay, which not everyone can stay because a lot of them are put on a plane back when they have no right to be here. But
So you can do that, but we can't.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't.
Because every time we try, our fucking lawyers tell the government, no, you can't.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Every single time.
I mean, we are using EU regulations, and they are quite sharp on it, but we can still do it, so...
Government's got a lot to answer for. So they're the new age hippies or woke people.
But the ones that are allowed to stay, they are not given a house and they're not given a car, but there is help for them to get a house. They will get, good support to get a house quicker than someone else, which, I wouldn't say that's right, but that is how it is. But they still have to pay for it. I mean, it's not that they're getting it for free or whatsoever. They'll have to work for it.
Yeah. Very similar to the way they treat the indigenous people here. They get everything handed to them on a plate because we stole their country. Technically not true. But yeah, they get free housing. Well, they don't. They get given a house with a rent subsidy, which is like $1 a week.
Yes.
They get a brand new car every 2 years. If you went out to the outback, Australia, you would see old car chassis littering the countryside. They drive them till they break, and then they leave there. Some of them are converted into houses, so they can live out in the bush. Oh, wonderful. You know. But as a pensioner, someone who's worked for 40 years, paid tax for 40 years, if I need help, no, fuck off. You know.
There is a lot of rules over here to help basically each and every one.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to pay it and you're getting a certain amount of money on a monthly basis as income, and that's under a certain level, then you get rent subsidized or compensated.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you call that.
Yeah, we can get rent subsidies over here for the elderly too.
Yeah, but that's for the same for each individual. If you're born here, raised here, you got here, it doesn't really matter. It's not that someone who's coming from a different country gets an advantage over that.
Well, see, in theory, that's the same here. But what happens in practice is not that at all. Basically, if you come from outside the country, you will go straight to the head of pretty much every single queue.
Yeah, which is a bit strange. Well, not just a bit.
It's very strange and very wrong.
Yeah.
You know, every time I apply for something or I have to fill out a form, there's a section, you know, where they ask if you are Indigenous or you know, where were you born, sort of. So many times I've been ticked the little box that says Indigenous. So many times. Because, you know why? People do it. You are not allowed, nobody, not the government, the police, no one, allowed to look at the history of an Indigenous person. So you can walk up some official brand, say, I'm Indigenous. But you got white skin, yeah, and I'm Indigenous. Give me a house, give me a car, and people do it. And they get away with it because the government not allowed to research your family tree if you're an
your heritage.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's
I've got friends that are Indigenous people, and they're great people. But some are just lazy assholes that live off the government, just, you know, roach it.
Oh, we got two people.
And the government just says how much.
Yeah, we got a couple people from Poland and Romania over here in this area working, and Latvia as well.
Yeah.
They're really hard workers, and they're doing jobs we don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to collect garbage. Well,
no.
And those people are more than willing to do that and not complaining. They get, in their opinion, they get paid good. And yeah. And sometimes you hear people complaining, why are all those Polish people working here? Because there's a really big chicken slaughtery here in the town. It's one of the biggest in the Netherlands. And it's basically all Romanians and Polish people working there.
Yeah.
And people are always complaining that they are taking in homes and apartments. And yeah, but when you tell them, like, well, you can work in the chicken slaughter as well, they're like, nah, I don't want to do that. So if you don't want to do it, then don't complain.
Yeah. Most of the slaughterhouse stuff, the staff at most slaughterhouse stuff are either Italians or Greeks. And the Australians work there too, but the majority of the workers are from over there.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's not a Dutchman working there, because of course there are still are Dutch people working there as well, but I think it's more Polish and Romanian than Dutch, that's for sure. And the Dutch are probably doing all the office jobs and the desk jobs and
They
probably don't want to do that
type of jobs.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, true story. Mate of mine, he was an Italian, and I knew him for years, and he moved down to the city. And worked at a slaughter yard, and was one of the big ones. And he was telling me, he said, I said, you know, what's it like working there? He said, it's a job, and they do pay quite well.
Yeah, over here as well.
They do pay them quite well. He said the work's, it's okay.
Well, it's a
But I get
repeating
paid
job.
a lot. And he said, well, it's like a little Italy. He said, there's so many Italians and Greeks there, it's just not funny. I said, oh, any Aussies there? And he said, yeah, there's a few, not many. And he said, want to hear a funny story? And this is the guy, I don't know if you remember telling that, you know, Italian guy said never to trust him.
Yes, you saw. Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, because an
Never trust
Italian
an
will
Italian.
stab his own mother in the back.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Never trust an Italian. And I said, yeah, sure, tell me. He said, well, one of the Aussies was working where I was working amongst our group, you know. They were separating groups, you know. One was doing ribs, one was doing steaks. You know, each group has their own thing. Cut them to get up. And he said he went to one of the other workers there, Italian, and they were working side by side. They were really friendly with each other. Oh yeah. And this Aussie wanted to take a day or two off. Wanted a day off. So he went up to his Italian mate, put his finger on the chopping, and said, could you just run the knife over the top of the finger to cup it? I won't be able to work, you know, until it heals. Get a day or two off. And the sorry, that's derogative, the Italian went, sure. Put the knife above his finger, but instead of dragging it across the top, he went straight down and chopped it off. He said, there, have a couple of months off. Never trust an Italian. Or a Greek.
We don't have... I don't think we have lots of Italians over here. Only restaurant owners, kinda.
Geez, we have a lot, yeah. No, we've got a little Italy down in Melbourne. There's a little Italy.
Yeah. We have more and more Chinese people, though.
Yeah, we have a Chinatown as well.
Well, it's not a Chinatown. They all speak Dutch as well, so...
Oh, yeah, no. Well, most of them, especially the older Italians and the Chinese that were here for years, they all speak English. Because their families, you know, came over here when, you know, that was the rule that you had to speak English before you came.
Oh, a lot of the people over here, the Chinese, they mainly do restaurants and cafeterias.
Yep.
So they all will have to speak Dutch, because else they won't have customers.
Yeah, but how would you feel, you know? You've known a guy for ages, been a workmate, and he just chopped your finger off.
Yep. Well, he kind of costed himself by wanting a couple days off.
He just couldn't face just running across the edge of the blade. I would have done it myself if I was that desperate for a day off. Wouldn't have gone up to the guy next to me and said, just, can you run your knife across my finger? No.
What country over there is most immigrants coming from then, Monko? Mostly Africa?
Africa, Syria, Afghanistan. We get them all. They're all welcome. Nobody checks anything. You get off the boat, you get a lift in, off the boat, and off they go.
Pretty much the same here now. Get them from everywhere. We get a lot of Somalians here.
We get them from everywhere as
God,
well,
yeah.
but
They're arseholes there.
They're
Yeah,
nice looking people, Somalians. The women I'm talking
The
about.
ones we get over here are they're just animals.
Oh, we get a few of those too. They form gangs in the cities, go around killing people. But that's all right. But yeah, we had a family, Somalians move here. And the girls in the family got a job at Woolworths supermarket. My God, they're like 7 foot tall. These girls were absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's such a tall race. It's funny. My missus used to run the department here, and she's like 5'5", and she's teaching this Somalian how to do things. It was so funny. I'd go down there and pick up something for tea after work, and there they are behind the counter, and she's trying to show this 7 foot tall girl how to cut meat or how to do something. Deli. That's bloody. It looked like, mum and a little baby standing beside her.
and in Canada and Jamie, is it as bad as it is in the US? Because in the US they get a lot of Mexicans, etc. Of course,
No,
Latinos.
we don't get
Far.
a lot of illegal that way. We get a lot of immigrants coming in, student visas and work visas looking to stay. China, India are the most common right now. But there's a lot Nigerian, Africa, they got from all over. And right now there's a little bit of a shit show going on because in Canada, PEI was the most lax, easiest place to get your permanent residency. Because we were trying to attract people here for jobs and for wherever else that was going on. Looking for skilled workers, right? So we needed nurses, so let's try to attract them here to permanent residency. But we had people coming from all over because it was the easiest place, and once they get it, they take off back to Ontario or wherever else.
Yeah.
So this
just got over there for the permit and then left again.
Yeah. So this last July, like it's almost a year ago coming up, they started changing. There was a points process. You needed 35 points to be able to apply originally. That depended on your age, your education. If you had a high school, you got 2 points. If you had a master's in something, you had 15 points, all this kind of stuff. Well, they started up in the points level, and that wasn't really curbing it because we had too many people applying. Now they've upped the points level and said that we're only taking applications from people who are doing, hospital or construction, because that's what we really need.
Yeah.
And the ones that are here now that trying to get their residency for service workers or gas station attendants are having a fit because they can be sent into the country because now they can't get it.
Yeah.
So it's they're protesting. There was a hunger strike, like a no food, no water hunger strike for a little while, and it's kind of making some real bad feelings for some people because if you give in,
it's fine. Understand that.
What's going to happen? So
I can tell you what's going to happen. Your culture will be destroyed. Your house prices will go up.
Yep.
Your access to services and education and hospitals and everything else will go down.
Yeah. Well, some of that's already happened.
Yeah. Yep. The majority of the medical staff, doctors, nurses, and all that, the majority are either Indian or Chinese. Like I've got my doctor here. Well, we've got 2 doctors' offices. Just normal. Where you go and talk to your doctor when you're crook or get a script filled out, that sort of thing. There's 2 clinics here. All the doctors are Indian, except for one clinic where I go, where my doctor that I see regularly is Chinese. But you go, like when I went to the city to get my foot done, the chief surgeon, cardiac surgeon, is an Indian guy. He wore a turban, the whole lot. And his other staff, there was one white Caucasian man. The rest were Indian females or Indian male. Surgical staff. And the nurses there were either China or there's a few Aussies wandering around. But I don't want to say that, but the Aussies were less pleasant, the Indian or the Chinese. They really cared, they looked after. Where some of the Aussies were just rude, but not all.
But the skilled people that with a good education that come from different countries,
Yeah.
they kind of want to work. They came here with a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, they have good education and they have money to get over here, and those are most of the time good workers.
Yes. Yeah, no,
And they are not
thing
causing the
is over
troubles
here,
either.
they could be a top surgeon. When they come over here, they're not allowed to. They have to go and dig ditches or something if they want a job. They have to pass some sort of bloody stupid test because their medical degrees are not recognised over here. So they have to go through this training course.
Now, which is okay, which is good.
Yeah, it takes like 1 or 2
should be
years.
up to the standards of the land you're in.
Yeah, that's right. It takes 1 or 2 years, but yeah.
Gee, speaking of people not doing work.
I know, bastards, lazy, friggin'. Yep.
That time, is it?
It's that time to say arrivederci.
You sound like an Italian now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're gonna annoy the girls again?
Yeah.
Or is it the other way around?
Bit of both, really. One of the girls really annoys me, and I really annoy her, which is a great combination. The other one, I get along well with.
Geez, I'm glad I'm not paying the gas bill on this tractor. Oh, wait, I am paying the gas bill on this tractor.
That's how I left it as I found it.
Uh-huh.
That's what she said.
Although I did turn the lights on. But still
Okay,
off
then.
when I took them. But anyway.
Right,
Alright,
you have a
guys.
good evening then, Johnny.
You too. I hope you both. Well, I hope you all have a good evening. And I will catch up. What's tomorrow? No, I won't catch up tomorrow, unless you're on
Back roads.
called Back Roads. That's the name. Don't know why I always forget the name of Back Roads account. I keep calling that other thing to my head.
I'm probably not gonna be around tomorrow. It's gonna be very busy at work.
Yeah. Oh well. Alright guys, you take care of yourselves and we'll catch up. Yeah.
Alright, Johnny.
All right, mate.
Catch
See
you
you
later.
later.
Have a good evening.
See ya.
See ya.
Or a good day. And you're
It's gone.
bye bye.
Oh, just like last week, I'll finish the work up before I go.
Did he leave a mess again?
No, he just left a little corner of the grass to finish baling up on this field.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I see. There's a little bench left there. How's your farm getting along, Wonko?
Yeah, not too bad. Plenty of grass to cut. I'll just finish what I can do for today.
Wonko told me earlier he's still in the investment stage.
I am. Need to buy some cows tomorrow. Or next game day.
Yeah, well, I think we're all still in investing stage. Or at least a bit of investing.
Yeah, we got 34 cows. 126,000 to the bank, no loan. Not bad shape right yet. It's the nice thing in this, the grass contracts do pay well.
I haven't had any time to do a contract yet.
We had a couple of game days where we had no fields of our own to work on. But I guess now that Johnny's gone, I could probably plant up at 500 trees in this field. Should keep him occupied the rest of the year.
He will not like you when you do that, Jamie. You're heading off as well, Wonko?
Well, I should be off in a moment or two anyway, but yeah, I'm done for today in terms of what I can do.
Yeah.
Fields are mowed.
I just got this little bit left in this one here to do, and then that'll be my 2 fields that we had to do today.
Well, I got enough left to do, but I'll go to bed soon. Long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was still trimming hedges.
Which trees did you plant? Spruce 1 or spruce 2 or?
Good question. Spruce 1, I think.
Okay.
Spruce, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
not sure if it was 1 or 2.
If you saw my little clip, it's Spruce 1. When I tested on back road, Spruce 1 grew quicker and faster.
I think I used Spruce 1.
And that's the thing, just the way we're advancing, I don't know if you'll get the growth cycle enough on them to make them grow. I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
So with that relight Wonko, there's nothing I really have to do. It's just it's going to be in there.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah. It's just it's a more subtle version than the one that they've done for Valley Spring. But you still get the nice sunsets, but it's just not quite as in your face.
Okay. Jesus, he's got a mess up at this end of the field too. Johnny.
He left you some post stamps. Some nice small patches he left for you there, Jamie.
Yeah.
Set of mows in the seal there.
Saw that.
Sama's molus butterfly. You got a busy week ahead of you, Jamie?
Yeah, it's getting a little steadier at the weather at work, and we got a few projects going on there. We're trying to get tidied up.
Yeah.
This is the running up to the end of our training year for the fire hall, so
Okay.
we don't do Monday nights in July and August, so it tends to be busy trying to get a couple of good last weeks of heavy training in.
Yeah.
Yourself, still steady as you were in the last couple of weeks, or it's started to slow up?
Yeah. No. It's quite busy. Busier than normal for the time of year. I mean, it's June. Normally we are around 70% full, maybe. But we are close to 95% full at the moment. And since we work with a small group, it's quite heavy on everyone. Workload's high. Because normally we would not have the restaurant and the cafeteria open every day.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's 95% full, we are open every day. Which of course has to be done by the main group. Because there's no holiday workers that work during the week. They're not interested in working during the week. But yeah, we make the best of it.
Right, I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Catch you next week.
Alright, Wonko. You have a good week, Wonko.
Yeah, you take it easy. Have a good one.
We will.
Yes.
See you later.
See you later.
See you later, Wonko. Yeah, so it'll be a busy but good week. It will be a bit more rainy though. The expectations? Well, we will see. They have not been very accurate lately, so... Yeah, and I'm also trying to paint my own house. But, yeah, didn't really have any time to do that. At least not yet. I did one door and one window. So I made the start. But because it's long days at work, then in the evenings I'm more like, I'll play a bit of farm sim and sit back and relax a little bit.
Yep. Hear you. Do the same thing.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, yes.
Good evening, Gizmo.
How are we doing?
Goodbye.
Good. And yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. Had a great weekend.
Good.
Yeah, it was all right.
Had the grandkids around?
Had the grandkids around, had the godson over for the weekend.
Oh, you said that last week. Yeah.
He'd come up from Swaffham with his fiance.
Nice.
Yeah, it was lovely. The dog's knackered. he's passed out. But yeah, no, it was good.
Too much for the old dog.
Yeah, well, it was just too much having people staying.
Yeah.
That was, weird for him. And then once we went for a meal over the pub, and Arnie and Neve wanted to come over and see Dave, so they come back here after, and we just kept following him around. So it's all right. It's all good. I had to keep the back door locked so they couldn't see the trampoline, because it's only part built.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. And we don't want anyone, we just have a go on this. But no, they can wait till a week or two to get it finished. No, it was good weekend.
Sounds
Plenty of
good,
walks.
Gizmo.
Yeah, plenty of walks with the dogs. Took them around the area, showed them the manor. And then we walked over the M25. There's a footpath runs across. Yeah, it was good. I think they enjoyed themselves.
Nice.
And it was a break from the kids as well. So for them.
And they are going to get married this year in Czech, right?
Yeah, August. No, it was going to be a stag do in Prague.
In Prague, yeah.
But that's been cancelled because he's got a lot of mates who are loaded, but he's also got a lot of mates that don't have a lot of money.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I think the ones that didn't have a lot of money outnumbered the ones that did.
Yeah.
So when he wanted to have a stag do in Prague, I think there was only 4 of us. And
Able to go over.
Yeah, and he said, I think I'm going to cancel it. I said, not a problem. So I think we're going to have a night on the town in Norwich at the end of probably the third week in July. So that'll be all right. That'll be good. Oh, yeah, it's been good actually. But I've got rid of shitloads of rubbish because they were coming round.
You had to clean the house.
Well, no, it's pretty clean anyway. But
but I know what you mean.
There's certain things, and you walk in by and you think, oh, look at that. So you clean that out, and then you think, I don't need this, I don't need that, don't need that, don't need this. Bosh, bosh, bosh. And before you know it, you filled up the bin. And I went down the tip with a load of stuff as well in the van. So yeah, we have got rid of a lot of crap. So it's good.
Yeah. I'm one of those guys that always says, "Oh, I can use that later," and I put it in my shed in my workshop.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've got stuff like, because I'm clearing out the stables. I've cleared out my mum's.
Yes.
And between the two of them, I've got a load of doubles. Like I've got 2 garden forks, 2 yard brooms, 3 yard brooms, all this sort of stuff. So I've just whittled it down. And I took a few bits up the charity shop, which I didn't really need. And I had a load of old bedding that's no good, so I threw all that out. There was a couple of duvets that I'm never going to use, because I've only got one. I've only got my bed and the double settee bed downstairs. So I don't need 4 duvets. So we got rid of a load of them as well. So I've made loads of space, and stuff that's been on the top of a cupboard or something for ages is now inside a cupboard. So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I kind of made a new rule for myself.
Right.
Everything I save in the workshop, if I touch it for over a year, I toss it away.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps stacking up if I don't.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, no, I
Apart
agree with
from
that.
the things that are specialized tools or stuff like that. Not tossing that away, but
Is that mower that on just in shop work, Jamie?
No.
Oh right, okay.
Oh,
So it's Decker. I just thought maybe
yeah.
you bought the mower to cut the grass, and I thought, blimey, this splash.
did it go all right for you with the bigger trailer, Jamie? Because I've seen you struggling in a couple bends.
No, it was good because I just pulled up to the next to the field and loaded it there, and then
Yeah, okay.
so I was able to haul like what 104,000 each load. Like that's 28 bales, where I was only able to get 12 in my small trailer.
Yeah, on the small one, yeah.
But the small trailer's great for
It's
getting in
quite a
into the sharp
difference.
fields and that stuff, right? So. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
so it was good for transporting.
Yeah. You going for a bit yet, Scrump?
Sorry?
Are you going for a little bit yet?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll finish this field of seeding. I'll probably be here 10, 15 more minutes, and I'll call it a day.
Okay. Well.
Yep.
I might jump out. I'll come back. I'll jump back in after and save it.
All right.
Just to make sure. I know it'll auto save anyway, but I'll jump back and save it. I'm gonna go get some supper on here. It's a little after 6 for us now.
Okay, mate.
All good, Jamie.
We'll catch
Enjoy.
up. We'll catch up on
Yeah, catch you in the week,
Comlands.
mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
catch you in the week.
did. I was talking yesterday, but I guess I never talked. You see where Johnny put another map on the server?
I see the Dropbox thing.
Yeah.
That was another map.
Yeah, Western Australia.
Right, okay.
Yeah. There, Rummy and I and Johnny jumped on it Friday night late on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
What we're gonna swap it out from the other one?
yeah, from the Australian Australian No Man's.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
he's not going to do.
I've downloaded it.
Yeah.
But I've not had a look at it.
Yeah. It's predefined fields. It's big. It's massive fields. It's just one farm. It's not competition map like the other one was for now.
Yeah.
I think he's holding out for
yeah.
Loma, but like we bought 3 of the big wide vehicle systems for the combine with because they're massive fields.
You planting grass through trees.
Yes.
This is a new farming technique.
Agroforestry. I told you I did this in Valley Spring.
Agroforestry, yeah.
There was so many bushes in this field.
Right. Oh,
so
I mowed
it and I plowed it to get rid of the bushes.
Bushes, right.
So if I'm gonna start cutting, I can see where the trees fall.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And I'm planting grass now. I could do a couple.
What we call forward planning.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. I was sitting there and I thought, what's he planting?
Yeah, grass. Just
grass.
He's
only planting grass. That's all right. He's just giving it a nice floor.
Yeah.
Mind you, the grass will be long enough for the trees to disappear.
Maybe, but at least better visibility than with the bushes.
Yeah, the bushes, yeah. True. Oh, you've only done trees at the bottom?
Yeah, this top part will be field. This north part. But everything from here down is forest.
Yep.
I'm not going to do animals on here, apart from the sheep I got, because I will be more busy in the summer. So I'll do a bit of logging, get me some sawmill set up, etc.
Yeah.
More static work.
Yeah.
So if I don't have time, it's not a problem at all.
No, I know what you mean. You ain't trying to kill yourself, trying to keep up with it all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, mate. Makes a lot of sense.
And I'm going to end my stream here while we're sitting here talking. Rewatch. I'm going to guess one of them is Gizmo and one of them maybe Scrumpf. I don't know.
Yep,
Yeah,
it
one of
is.
them's me.
Yeah, and I'm the third. So I watch my own
Oh,
on a
yeah.
tablet.
Dear.